I
am
gay.
But
PP
Isn't.
very
tasty.
So
instead
Poo poo
is
my
favorite
type.
of
toes.
brother.
You suck.
What are we doing?
Hi, welcome to Audio Sin. I'm your host, Raven. I'm joined here today by Zed. Say hi, Zed.
Hi.
And Alex. Say hi, Alex.
Hello.
Alright, and today we're just going to kind of be shooting the shit. And I guess sucking toes. Was that your MO?
Shit toes?
I honestly
toes.
did not know what we were doing.
You've never done that?
No. Oh, we're doing that? Oh.
No, don't fucking do that.
No, like
shit. What the fuck
100%.
does that mean?
I didn't know we were starting
We
off
planned
with it.
this.
I honestly
Oh,
didn't,
we're doing that?
I didn't know.
What?
I didn't know we were starting off with it. When y'all was talking in one sentence, I was like, oh, we're just trying to do the volume.
Motherfucker.
We said cold open.
Yeah, that's why I was like, code open. What the fuck does that mean?
Oh my
Oh,
lord.
okay.
We love Alex in this household.
Oh. Yep. Alright, so, do we want to do another one, or do we want to...
I think we had a couple interesting stories to share, actually, or a couple interesting like hypotheticals to talk about. So I'd like y'all to open with those, actually.
Okay, what about the news?
Oh yeah, okay. Alex, tell us about your thing that you wanted to share with us.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah. I found that. Sorry.
What? Is that a gag?
Yo, I had some food in my throat still.
Oh lord.
That makes me think of Billy and Mandy when Billy goes to Valhalla and he like eats at the mess hall and he eats so much that the food is like all the way up to his throat. And he's like, oh wait, I just forgot to swallow.
Ew.
He's like shoving the like leg of meat. I'm sorry,
That's
you're like
awful.
so disgusted.
Yeah, I'm like actually getting sick.
Okay, so like I just found out about this a while back because obviously I kind of do like science a bit. So it was about Microsoft that they fucking announced that they came up with a new, like casually said it, like they're like, oh yeah, by the way we figured this out. It was like a microchips, but it's like a new state of matter.
Wait, what?
Microchip, yeah. So it's not solid, liquid, or gas. It's oh man, I don't know. It's a superconductor. I don't know. Hold on. I'm all stupid. Here, one of y'all want to read this? Y'all smarter than me.
Yeah, let me go ahead and read this. Which one should I read? The one you opened up?
Yeah, whatever. Which one?
Okay, this is an AI overview from Google. Just letting y'all know. So, Microsoft's new state of matter is a topological superconductor, a material that creates a new state of matter beyond solid, liquid, or gas. Microsoft used the state of matter to create the Majorana 1 quantum chip. How does this new state of matter work? The topological superconductor, also known as a topoconductor, is a special material that creates a new state of matter. The state of matter contains exotic boundaries called Majorana zero modes, MZMs, that are useful for quantum computing. The topoconductor enables qubits to be 1/100th of a millimeter, which could lead to a million qubit processor. So, as far as I'm understanding, they have created a new chip using a material that's in a different state of matter.
Yeah, there you go.
And this chip is going to help with quantum computing, which is awesome because quantum computing is really hard.
Yeah.
I don't know the ins and outs of it, but that's great. That's good news.
Yeah,
I think.
but they were able to find it and not tell anybody until like on February 9th. So
Interesting.
They like nobody knew about it, and supposedly, scientists were trying to figure out like how to do it, and they're the only ones that were able to do it.
Right, build a quantum computer.
So has Microsoft shared that with anyone else, or is it completely patented, you think?
I'm pretty sure they're still keeping some things to themselves. I'm not too sure because I only know a little bit of
I mean, that's a big discovery, I feel. So that I feel like that would be something that you'd want to share with people, but, you know.
Yeah, they're very casual about it. Like, just saying, like, yeah.
What I hear it now and then. Excuse me, I'm stuttering.
You're fine.
Now and then.
You're fine. Sorry, I didn't know why that came out so aggressive.
You're not fine.
Now and then, I hear it come up. A quantum computer.
Yeah.
Can anybody explain to me why it would be necessary?
So if I had Google, if I had my phone on me, I could tell
Oh,
you,
fuck.
but I do not. Alex, can I have your phone?
Oh yeah.
Confiscated.
Let's learn together.
No, it's just your phone because my phone's slow.
Oh fuck, that's
yeah.
right.
Yeah, look up the usefulness of a quantum computer. Why not? And let's not use the AI response.
What would a quantum computer be needed for? Okay, we have a couple of from techtarget.com. Potential quantum computing uses include improving supply chains, financial modeling and AI, and machine learning optimization. IBM.com says simulating molecular behavior and biochemical reactions could massively speed up the research and development of life-saving new drugs and medical treatments.
So it's useful for R&D, I'm guessing, because it allows people to create highly advanced, highly varied simulations that are able to be processed very quickly. So that's great. That's good. That can help a lot of people do a lot of things that are good.
Without having to do like massive amounts of like trials on actual like living beings.
Indeed.
I suppose. Yeah.
Because you'd already have the data in the computer based on previous trials,
We've
and
definitely
you'd be able to create an environment. And no, you're fine.
We've definitely seen it in movies.
We've seen it in movies. Which movies?
What's that? Hollow Man.
Huh?
Hollow Man.
Hollow Man, or where Kevin Bacon's a weird pervert, Invisible Man.
He's an SA man.
Yeah, he's an essay man.
What?
You never seen that
You've never
one?
seen
You
Hollow
did-
Never
Man?
seen
you
Hollow
could-
Man.
You could see Kevin Bacon's actual wiener. I think it's his actual wiener.
Yeah.
They use his actual balls in that.
Yeah, I think it's his actual
believe so.
balls and wiener.
He's
That's
Nikki,
awesome.
And he assaults women.
That's not awesome.
Yeah,
not awesome.
It was its time.
It was awful. I was like, hey, what's going on?
I was like, look at the gorilla. It's invisible.
Yeah, I was like, you gotta see it. I was like, okay.
There's an invisible gorilla.
Yeah,
Oh,
so,
yeah.
So basically, like, the plot of the movie is just like they're trying to figure out how I don't know, like a camouflage thing, like I guess for like the government, and they're like experimenting on animals, and
But they don't have the go ahead to do it on humans.
humans. Yeah, so it makes the shot goes in, and then like the skin slowly fades away. Then you can see like all
Muscle.
the muscle, then the Skeletor, and the whatever, right?
Skeletor.
Yeah, Skeletor.
Then the Skeletor.
Oh, anyways, yeah, and then they're just completely invisible, but like it shows like aggression, like they get like aggressive.
Oh, it like boosts their aggressive traits.
Yeah, or they had before. I guess it was like they had trouble of like sustaining it coming them back. They just like, exploded. I guess the gorillas or something. They exploded. But I guess they finally were able to do it without it dying, and they're like, okay, but like how close are you to do it on a human? And he's like, I'm gonna do it on myself. I'm Kevin Bacon.
Right.
You know?
Okay.
But
And he goes crazy.
But my example was that they used some software on their computer to simulate if it would work, and that's when they
true.
thought they had it down until the gorilla exploded or whatever.
Before, yeah, it would show like
The simulations never showed this
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
I actually heard that they did it in one of the Avengers movie, with Tony Stark. What was it? Ultron. It was already Jarvis was still. He wasn't Vision yet. I don't know where. But yeah.
There is a supercomputer in the Avengers film series. I think it's
Universe.
Ultron. Is basically the equivalent of like a quantum supercomputer
Dude, we're gonna get
powered
Ultrons.
by a fucking what?
So, dude, we're gonna get Ultrons around here.
And get Ultrons
Hot.
around here.
Yeah.
Who's
You didn't think
fucking
he was
Ultron?
You didn't think he was hot?
I did.
No, he's evil. He's a bad guy.
Oh, that makes him hotter, dude.
No.
You know, else is nice.
What?
Venom.
Venom?
When he licks.
When he
He
licks?
licks a lot.
Oh my god.
He does lick a
I
lot.
need to see that tongue.
You saw this like the last movie they made, and you're like, Venom. I was like, what the fuck?
That's the only
He
time
looks
I felt
poorly
this way.
like edited or like animation did.
Yeah.
Not
No,
gonna lie.
I think he looked. I think, despite all the problems with that last Venom movie, I think it was okay looking. It looked fine.
I liked the gay second movie.
The second movie was...
Gay.
It was a movie. It had the gay bits in it. Which, if you didn't know, in the comics, sometimes they get pretty gay, Eddie and Venom.
Well, he is in him.
All the time, 24/7.
He's a little splooge in him.
So, you had a hypothetical, Zed.
Yes. So, if a zombie apocalypse were to happen, what would you do? Let's say it happens now. There's an outbreak. You see it on the news. You hear chaos outside. What is your immediate thought? What are you going to grab? Where are you going to go and hold up at?
Okay, hold on. Like, as of, like, right now, like, it's happening, like, right now, like, we're, like, recording, or, like, you wake up a morning, or it's night.
Let's say you're
Like-
going about your business. You're making the sandwich in the middle of the day.
Okay. So it's like a weekend.
Sure.
Weekend
Okay.
12, lunchtime.
Noon on a weekend.
It does kind of matter.
It does
time-
matter.
It
Time
does,
of
'cause
day.
you could be at work. Well, what would you do if you were at work? You're
Do you want to
alone?
answer first, or should I go?
If we were doing, like, work scenario,
Let's not say
I'll
exactly what we
start-
do for work.
I'll start in my own with my own thing, and then I guess you can chime in when you're ready. Is that okay?
yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I work from home at the moment. So what I would do probably is if it happened in the middle of the day, during lunchtime, during work, I would probably get off of work immediately.
Wait, you would clock out?
I would fucking leave.
Okay.
I would go. It depends on who has the car, because we only have one car between my wife and I. If my wife was at work, I would have to make my way to her work to get her.
So you would walk.
I would probably want to walk, because step one is reuniting with
Right.
at least my wife. I would like to gather as many friends as I could, but priority one is my life partner.
Spouse, right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
After that, if I'm able to get a car and secure a car, I would probably fill up on gas immediately if the pumps aren't already topped off.
Well,
Reason being, I don't know how to siphon a car. I need as much gas as possible.
so you would have to get out of the car.
Yes.
So, but they're swarming.
Are they swarming? Because you
Yeah,
said this is the
I
beginning of the outbreak.
This is
Ye-
the beginning.
okay, yes,
it's
but-
like,
You know how? So
Okay, what kind of zombies are we talking about?
I always love the slow zombies, but let's say it's some weird, like, I don't think fast zombies are realistic, but let's say it's like Walking Dead zombies.
like, did you say fat zombies or fast?
Fast.
Ah. Yeah, if you get bit, you become fat and dead.
Oh my god, you bloat,
Yeah, you
and you
bloat.
just stay bloated.
Yeah, so if we're talking like Walking Dead zombies, I think that's the most realistic type of zombie, except for the fact they don't decay really. But actually no, probably 28 Days Later is like the most accurate zombie in my opinion.
No, let me cut in real quick.
Yeah,
Thing for Walking Dead in the beginning, like of season like 1, beginning the zombies were actually kind of running a bit. I hope you know that some of the zombies ran a bit.
in Fear the Walking Dead.
No,
Oh,
Walking Dead.
Maybe because they had more muscle. Now
Yeah.
it's gone.
Yeah,
They're-
isn't that crazy? No,
they weren't like atrophying yet and stuff.
Well, if that's the case, then wouldn't somebody that got bit already
You're right.
just start running?
No, for sure, 100%.
There's like a rabbit aspect to it, but I'm not really a big fan of the rabbit aspect.
Okay, so
You just straddle.
We're being joined here by Val, my lovely wife.
Yes. Okay. So, Walking Dead zombies. The news. You heard it on the news. Let's say you have roommates. One of your roommates was like, "This just popped up on my phone. Tells you about it." And then, but you also hear some noise outside.
Yeah,
Because I feel like the news wouldn't catch wind until.
it was already on upon us.
Yeah.
Okay, so in this event, this is pretty worst case scenario for me. I'd probably stick with my roommates then and give you two a call since you're already here and I know you both.
We live around each other.
Yeah,
very close.
very close by. So I would definitely give y'all a call and see if you were alive. So in this hypothetical situation, maybe it's the weekend. This is my ideal situation. How about that? It's the weekend. You both are home. I'm contacting you both. You both are willing to roll out with us. Okay? I would then go get my wife. Probably have my roommates with us as well if we can squeeze them in the car.
Mm-hmm.
And then once we're all consolidated...
Wait, do we... Okay, let's... This is a little more complex because of our proximity and everything. I would like for us to say how we would do this realistically and jump in, how we could help or whatever.
Okay.
But then separately we can also discuss like, okay, where would be the best place to go? Why? Where, why, and like, how would we sustain ourselves for how long?
Okay.
So
we could just RP this.
we could. But you said you don't always have the car and everything.
Yeah.
So for my job, I mostly drive. I would dead ass, like, if I'm driving all day, I would probably notice something's up. So by the time I notice something's up, I'm probably calling you.
I might be dead. I might be dead. I'm all around the city.
Outside.
Yeah, I'm outside all over the city.
But you're still on a big
You're in those
truck.
big old rigs, though.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm in it.
No,
Y'all
you
are
can get
lazy,
in.
though.
Yeah, but I'm just minding my own business doing my work. And
Yeah.
then if I don't notice anything going on,
You don't think your driver's gonna be like, hey, get in the fucking car?
Nah, drivers don't really care.
Okay, but listen to this.
He's like, fuck y'all.
Yeah.
Let's say you're with. Let's say that you're working with B.
Okay.
Because I feel like she's more considerate than the guy that you work with. So let's say you're working with B. She hears on the news or the radio or something like that there's an outbreak, and you see in the neighborhood that you might be around, or whatever street that you might be around, that you see someone being chased by like a zombie.
Okay. I think I understand. Yeah, okay. But like, I mean,
Like,
okay.
I don't think it's gonna be like Zombieland. I like Swarmed, but
Man, those suck.
yeah,
that was
suck.
crazy.
Okay, if it was me, since I'm over town, it really does affect where I am in part of town. Yeah, I think I'll try to contact you first, Zed, and then my own family to see.
Fair. Oh yeah.
To see
Check
where they're
in with
at.
everyone, right?
Yeah, and then do what I need to do to either get over there and survive or something. Because obviously I'm going to be away from my vehicle. I'm not going to be nowhere near my vehicle.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. I drive primarily. I would literally just be like, I'm not coming back to the office, and like pick up whoever needs to be picked up because it's a work vehicle. I don't give a fuck.
I don't think I'll even tell anybody. I don't even tell my
Yeah.
job anything. I'm just going. I'm just leaving.
Well, I work in a small office, so I would just be like, go home. I'm seeing shit out here. And one of my coworkers who also like drives would probably be like, are you seeing this? People are crazy out here right now.
Y'all seeing this shit?
I'm already in my bunker, dude.
That person back there is not real.
Fuck. But yeah, if so, like, let's say you or I contacted you, you didn't have a car, I would fully be like, let's fucking go. Let's go see Val. Let's pick up who we need to.
If you were in the area.
No, I would just drive over.
Oh, okay.
It's a car. I figure I could ram.
I mean, that's fine. It's also scary because of where the specific implications of where we live. We live. Can I say that we live in a complex? We live in a complex.
I mean,
Yeah,
sure.
fine.
There's
Yeah.
a lot of people nearby.
There's a lot of people crammed into a very small space
And I definitely
We're in a
won't be
gated community.
in a gated community.
a gay community.
Oh,
They're all gay.
So I feel like if the virus is really descending like that, I mean, then I feel like our space would be pretty full of people.
Unfortunately, we're around. They actually like work to stop infectious diseases around this area.
Oh, they do.
So we would be kind of fucked in this area.
I guess the
Hold on.
initial outbreak would start here.
I was gonna say something, but I'm like, that. What I'm about to say is gonna very accurately pinpoint where we live, so never mind.
Yeah, let's not. I don't even want to. possible on
Anyways,
the thing.
but yeah.
I'm also trying not to edit as much, so
So I'm trying not to.
Yeah.
let's lock in.
I was gonna say.
So I work at a retail shopping center, so I'm fucked.
With like glass
With
windows.
glass windows and like it's a very, very busy shopping center.
Okay, but is there like a back room y'all could like safely stay at?
like barricade ourselves in?
Me
No,
something.
it's fucking open concept as hell. The only things that have locks and doors are our bathrooms and the office that has the safe in it.
You do not want to lock yourself in a bathroom.
What about the office?
The office is like in the center. It's like the most like heavily guarded part of the store, but there's no points of egress other than the door into it. Like I would be trapped in there. Whereas there is a backdoor exit that I could go to that if you like knew where to pull up to, I could be like yeet by the dumpsters.
If we make it in time.
If you make it in time.
But okay,
But
this
like
sounds...
theoretically, I've thought about it so often at
Yeah.
work, like what I would do, like if the apocalypse started. So
the zombie one. The zombie.
well, just in general, like I thought about like what would I do if like a schmactive schmunman.
Oh, I see.
Like,
We can say active gun.
can I say that? Am I fucking
Yes.
censoring myself for no fucking reason?
I know we upload on YouTube, but like, fuck YouTube guidelines. I don't care.
So if a man with a gun came in and like started wielding it at people, I have like a very clear plan in my mind of like what I'm gonna do. Depending upon where in the store I am. If I'm in the front when this guy comes in, I'm dead. There's nothing I can do about that.
Just
But
accept it.
that's it.
Try to get shot not in a vital area.
Basically, like I'm gonna be like, ooh.
Fight back.
But if I'm anywhere not in the front, I can hide, lock myself in the office because it's like deadbolted shut if you can do it right. Or there's like 3 hidey hole spots I found in the supply room that's very close to being in a blind spot. It's not quite, but like if you stand still enough, then you are. In the supply room, the bathroom, or if I'm heading into the bathroom at that point, the back door's right there, and I'm just like, and I'm gonna hide in a dumpster or something.
But staying on topic, I feel like it might be a rescue mission to get you
Yeah.
out of your job. If you're working that day.
If I'm working that's the thing. It's like if I'm working that day, if I notice some shit's going down, I am abandoning my post. I'm grabbing my fucking keys and I'm sprinting to the car to get home.
That's true. You have the car.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have
Yeah,
most
you
of the
do
time.
have a
I have the
vehicle.
car. The next few weeks, no, I'm gonna have to wait for the bus, and in which case it is a rescue mission. Should the plan be I'm sheltering in place until y'all get me, or am I gonna have to take it into my own hands and I'm gonna have to walk home?
Tell us.
That-
I mean,
that's-
I guess if we contact each other in time.
We're talking about this like this is gonna happen tomorrow. I think so. Like,
Tomorrow lunchtime.
Okay.
yeah.
tomorrow noon, if it happens, I'm sprinting to the car. I'm saying, if I see crazy people in the parking lot biting each other and ripping their throats out, I'm like, I'm out.
Yeah.
Y'all can go home.
I just feel like first instinct. If I saw that, I wouldn't be running towards it.
I feel like
No,
it might
but I'm
get-
grabbing my keys and I'm gonna like run to my car.
Right.
I'm grabbing the very heavy 10-pound metal sticks that we have in the back for jewelry,
Yeah.
and I'm bashing bitches' heads in. I'm like, get away from me! I have a blunt weapon, and I'm gonna.
Fuck
Who's
yeah.
this? Who's this
Arm
person on
yourself.
set? Who's
First
this
thing,
person? It's all
arm
movie.
No, it's literally
It's all
all
movie
movie.
studio.
And I'm like, ah! You didn't give me a media release form.
Yeah. Okay. So first thing, grab a weapon, right?
Mhm.
Okay, that's smart.
Weapons.
Oh, that is pretty vital. I neglected to mention that.
I'm thinking about weapons all the time.
But I'm the type
I-
of person that like, I forget that weaponry exists.
Well, I try to keep. I try to keep some thing on me.
I got that thing on me.
Yeah. Now and then, if I can. Sometimes I forget, of course. But you know, being female presenting, is dangerous.
It's dangerous.
It's dangerous. So you gotta keep something. But anyway, I was actually thinking. I was like, yes, because I would be at work in a car. Yes, I need to use my vehicle first and foremost. But I would like to stop over here because, like, I have like a bunch of fucking like melee weapons.
I want a machete so bad.
I have a machete.
So, going back to like, I guess what the plan would be is, obviously, I want to get as many people around me. I feel like people are very key to surviving in an apocalyptic scenario. I know there's the cost of like resources, but having people around means more manpower, and that means more intimidation. That means more social leverage. That means more safety and security. Those are
Insanity.
all What?
Insanity.
Insanity.
Sanity.
Insanity,
It does
yeah.
depend on the people that you take.
It does depend on the people you take.
Which is why I would literally only trust, like, you. Honestly, maybe my roommates, right? Maybe you guys. And then I'd reach out to my family.
I might be booking it to my sisters.
You think so?
Yeah.
We're get him.
My brother-in-law stays strapped.
It's true. He does have actual guns.
Actual straps, yes.
Would that be like a meetup place?
Their house, no. They are
They live in a deep residential neighborhood.
like at the end,
At
like
the,
the
in
far
the very
back.
back of the
Let-
residential.
That's true.
Let me let you know this. Because since I do go around the whole city, I always look at every building and everything, and I always have it in my mind because I love the zombie apocalypse idea. Sometimes I do
You
wish
dream
it.
about it.
I dreams about it, and for some reason, I wish it happens just because I'm done with society.
And working.
Yeah, I'm working.
You're like, what if it happens right now and I never have to clock in ever again?
Exactly.
Mm.
I always look at buildings and wonder where it would be like
Best.
best to be at. Like I look at my own job area and I'm just like, dude, this is like really good gated area.
Protection,
Just
fences.
some areas that needs to be redone, and then like today when I showed you that my favorite home, my dream home, I was like, dude, that could be a good one too.
No, because the balconies, it's a fucking vantage point. You block off the downstairs
Exactly.
area and you just live upstairs.
And they're
And it's all
gated.
And they're gated!
They're very gated, and
You have
it's
access to
a
land.
I think it's an incline too. So when you get to the side house, it's like inclined up, so it's harder to get up to.
It's nice.
Yeah.
So immediately, I do want to bring up something that I think a lot of people forget about is that the government would put out some kind of something.
Oh, don't
Yeah,
trust the
I was
government.
thinking
You
like
think-
an Amber Alert.
So no. Here's my thought. I don't trust the government. I don't like them.
Right.
But they would put out an alert. They would start setting up perimeters. They would start closing off cities. Highly populated areas
Bad.
would probably, honestly, start getting nuked. Like, genuinely.
Genuinely.
Realistically, yeah, I feel like they would
And
actually.
considering the city we live in, girl, we
So the-
on that list.
So the long-term plan is that you probably don't want to set up shop in the city.
Get out of city limits.
You
yeah.
would probably want to get out of city limits. Now, my thought is you stop somewhere, someplace. I don't have a great big car. I don't have a great big vehicle. I don't have anything to lift like heavy materials. My go-to idea is to get like just food, water, and like medication. That's what you really, really need. There's other stuff in my head. I have long-term plans in my head for this whole thing. You want to set up like safe
gather.
havens. You want to set up shops. You want to set up like mercantile trading districts and posts and traps for zombies. You want to do all that. You can't do it yet. You have to start with food, water, medication, and then you have to leave the city.
We gotta Minecraft this bitch.
And you can't get caught by government detainees. You can't get put into a camp. Because the second that the government gets hands on a bunch of people and they're separate from the law and they're unprotected, my conspiracy theory here is they're going to start experimenting on them with the zombies to learn about zombies.
killing them, or either killing them from spreading just in case
Exactly.
they're afraid that way.
Exactly. There's going to be a mass psychosis, people with guns. It's going to go haywire. You don't want to be in a group of people you don't trust. So you want to stick with that small, tight-knit group of people you actually care about, people you actually love, people who actually matter in your life, and you want to leave the city.
Yes.
Now, that sucks because the city is going to be full of resources, but those resources don't matter if you're dead.
Okay.
Well,
Well,
the hunters.
I have the gatherer
Okay.
mentality. I'm
Oh.
really good at farming and like herbology and like medicinal plants and like I can farm. So
And the positive thing about where we're at, our location, we're on the edge of the city. So we
It's
could
true.
go to the countryside. We
pretty quickly.
oh yeah, very,
and
very
we
quickly.
went to school in the country area.
Yeah, we went to school in the
Dude,
country.
ideal location
Middle school.
in middle school.
Yes!
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 Dude, you get it. You get it.
Yes.
You get it.
And like
Because
the
there's a water
gate.
source nearby.
Yes.
It's gated. There's lots of space.
I didn't think about the
There's a
water source.
cafeteria.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we need to find a water source that's gonna be there year round. Because, like, we do live in a place where droughts are, like, super common. So, like, if you're gonna fucking bug out into the middle of the woods, you need to find a water source that is decently reliable. Or you need to know the geography of the land around you and know how to tap a well.
Woof.
I always wondered how do they do that? How do they figure that
Dig.
out? Just dig.
Dig.
Damn.
You can use a dowsing rod to figure out where the water is, but like I actually don't know how to do that.
Does that actually work?
Apparently.
Okay, as of like right now, what do you think your survival rate will be just as right now? So if it happens tomorrow, what's your survival rate of like you think how long you can last?
If I can survive the first 48 hours, I think it's pretty good.
Is it gonna be pretty good?
If I can survive the first 48 hours, yeah.
Okay, what would you think y'all would be like? Up close kind of person, or would you be range kind of person?
Range. I'm bugging out.
You want to have as much distance from you and the infected as possible.
That's true.
Like, so you do not want to be up close. You do not want to be in their faces.
Spears.
So you would use firearm. That's what I'm saying.
I've used spears.
Firearms, spears, yeah.
I feel like if I was like, let's say I wasn't driving and I was at the office, we have so much cardboard. I would be like wrapping that shit up, wrapping my arms. I'm making like full armor as much as I can because
You can do carpet armor. You can tear up really thick quilts and wrap them around your body that way. Or if you have very like work jeans, if you have thick work jeans, those can typically stop a human bite with the human bite force. Jeans. So just layer like 2 pairs on. It's gonna be hot because goddamn do we live in a hot place. But like cover your shit, tuck your socks in so that way you don't get ticks because nobody wants Lyme disease in the middle of the apocalypse. And then just like cover your arms and like your vital points with very thick clothing or like carpet, and it prevents bite force.
Denim is the new chainmail.
Denim is the new chainmail.
Actually.
Dead fucking ass. Denim is the new chainmail. The jorts people were correct.
The jorts
people, you see?
It was fucking. I knew it.
Jacob was right.
Bella,
Are you been loca?
surviving the apocalypse.
Would you think that there would be special kind of zombies, like, you know, like
hope not.
mutation?
Special infected would
I
be
think
a whole
that would
new
be
ballgame.
later.
Last of
But
Us. I
you-
don't want to live in that world.
No, fuck that.
No. Oh God, no.
So I do want to add on to a point.
The clickers.
They're like clickers.
So I do want to add on to a point that you have made, Val, where you said if I survive the first 48 hours, I think my success rate's pretty high. I would agree with that. If these zombies are like as close to real world accurate as possible, right? Then I really think if they don't have access to food, if they're not like, you know, working out their muscles, if they're actually atrophying, staying still, if they're like waiting in place until they hear a noise, like a lot of film zombies that we have, then I honestly think that if you just survive that first 4 days, or maybe first month, you're probably clear after that. Like genuinely.
I think it might have to happen in stages because there will be roadblocks. People are going to be ramming their cars because they're scared, they're going crazy.
People aren't going to act right. They're going to continue to contribute to those crowds and swarms and
look
shit.
Look at how they act when it rains.
Girl,
they can't
no,
fucking
literally.
drive. I hate it.
Nobody knows how to fucking drive.
Okay. So I think like it would be like day by day. Like
Do we
first
not remember
day.
early stages of COVID? Nobody knew how to act.
No, actually,
Genuinely, nobody knew how to act.
I think it would be like first day, gathering people together, gathering resources. Second day, going to second location. Like what was it? I was talking to Alex about like, okay, let's say apocalypse happened, whatever kind of apocalypse, nuclear, zombie, whatever. Jesus is actually real and like comes
Jesus
down.
is actually real.
The rapture.
The rapture fucking
The
happening would be
rapture
insane.
happened, like where would we go? Because I was like, we need a first location and a secondary location in case it's compromised.
Yeah.
So I can't remember what we discussed, but in my brain, it's always our middle school.
That's a pretty smart location,
pretty
genuinely, because that is out in the boonies. No one's there. It has great. You're right. It has access to water. There's immediate access to food because of the long-term cold storage. There's, lots of resources.
Lots of farmland.
Yes, I was about to say a lot
Lots
of
of
land.
farmland.
Lots of
Was it?
vaqueros and their horses and
And
cows.
it's a highly defensible position because of the fences and the gates.
I was gonna say, was it fully? I can't remember if it was like really gated.
It's now it is.
It's fully
We
fenced
have
in.
that it's now it's
Really?
super gated in.
Oh, we're going to the fucking middle school.
And like if y'all remember, there's a corner store like
Yes.
right there, but they also put a Dollar General
There's also a restaurant like right next
right
to
there.
it.
Yes,
Yes.
It's the same thing. It's the corner store and the restaurant, but there's also like a Dollar General right there now too.
Right there?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I will say this is a morbid thing to think about, but as someone who has long-term planning brain, there is a functional prison in the gym. The gym can be used as a functional prison with a warden's
You're
box.
right.
Yes.
There's fences you can lock people up behind.
Yeah.
Like
the
there's
weight room.
4 to 5 separate rooms you can.
The lockers in the locker room, but there were specific like lockers.
Yes.
Yes.
With a separate partition.
Yes,
Yes.
and you can separate things into them.
It would be
Yes.
easy to lock someone in there. So I'm
If
like,
you needed to.
if you needed to detain prisoners or dissidents, they could go there.
Someone gets bitten and they haven't told anybody, and now they're like, "Oh shit!
Oh,
Oh, fucking
yeah.
lock them bitches up in there."
Medical ward. There you go.
Medical ward
Mhm.
or
Yeah,
the death.
If y'all got bit, would y'all tell anybody?
Yes.
Yes.
Would you-
Oh my god!
automatically tell anybody?
As much as I like
Yes.
hate the idea of dying, if I was bit, I'd be like, "Kill me right now." I'd be like, "Hey, go get my
No.
shit. Get my supplies. Kill me right now. Give me kisses. Goodbye. Mwah, 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 kill
Yeah.
me.
Does
Don't let
anybody-
me turn into a
Does
zombie."
anybody want my ray gun?
Alex, are you a hide my bite type of person?
I'd be like, as soon as the fever sets in, guys don't look.
Literally, yeah. Don't look.
Yeah.
I'm the guy that's just gonna be away from the group. I'm gonna walk away.
Because that's
You're
hard.
never gonna see me again.
Where'd Alex go? He went to go take a shit. It's been 6 days.
Yeah, it's just 6. It's a long shit.
That's hard being like, you have to kill me because I'm
Yeah.
going to go to
Yeah,
hell
like,
if I kill myself.
I think I'd rather kill myself than
I'd
have
put the
someone
onus
kill
on
me.
myself, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just do it myself. I'll be like, yeah, damn, fuck, you're right. Okay.
I wouldn't mind turning because maybe you never know. Maybe there's a way to fight it. You never know.
Nah.
Just see
There's
it
a
that point
warm
of view.
body scenario.
Yeah, it's a warm
Aw.
body scenario.
I do think about it because I'm like, it would be nice to
What
be
if I'm
able
conscious?
to.
Yeah, how crazy that'd be.
You're still conscious.
You're conscious and you're like, but you can't control your
Can't say
actions.
anything.
Because you don't actually know.
Would you want to
I-
put me in like a little box?
I'm gonna be honest. I hate the idea of killing people, and I hate the idea of killing infected, especially when in things like 28 Days Later. Is it okay if I just talk about that universe, spoil a little bit if y'all
Oh,
haven't
dude,
seen
that
it?
was so good.
Please
I'm not
do,
gonna
because
lie.
I-
I've never seen it.
It's so good.
I fell asleep on it.
You fell asleep? That's fine.
I love the way how you could become a zombie in that one. It's blood and just bites. It's whatever.
Yeah, so like it was more than just bites. It's like if a little bit of blood got in your mouth, if you had direct
it's
so-
your mucous membranes.
so mucous membrane was the infectious agent, and
So it's like
one of the
AIDS.
big things is you can actually cure it.
Oh.
There is a cure.
What's that?
It was in the second movie. They found that some people, there was something about people with genetics that had heterochromia. For whatever reason, that was a signifier that they had some kind of gene in their body that was actually the cure to the rage virus. And it could be extracted and, turned into a donatable plasma that you could inject into someone else. But you're still
You still
you're
have
still infected.
it. It's like
you-
shingles.
Yeah, so you still have it, and you will pass it on to people who
So it's
aren't
AIDS.
resistant. Yeah,
So it's AIDS. So 28 days
Oh my
later,
God, yeah,
it's
you're-
just AIDS.
You're just AIDS.
You're just
Did it
HIV.
come out
It's
during
not.
the
No,
AIDS
it's not
scare?
AIDS. It's HIV.
I don't think so.
It's not AIDS. It's HIV.
Yeah.
Y'all need to
'Cause-
verify that because I don't know the exactness of it. I don't want to.
Because HIV is the fucking the disease you get, but AIDS is like a complication from HIV.
Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I feel like heterochromia is kind
Thank
of weird.
That's
I feel
very
like
Mary Sue.
Yeah,
yeah.
it was very Mary
I
Sue
feel like
of them.
it's more likely
Wait, what is that?
if
It's where you have two different colored eyes.
yeah.
Oh, weird.
I feel like it's more likely someone with like Down syndrome
Yeah.
would be like the person who doesn't get it or can't get it.
Yeah. Like it's a chromosomal thing, not like a
Give me your chromosomes.
give me your chromosomes. Chroma.
Oh man. Spoiling the second movie. I hope y'all don't care.
I'm good.
I don't care.
It's very funny that he betrayed his family.
Oh.
Dude, he, like literally.
He's had
just-
fucking kids.
Yeah, they were like up in a hill in a farm home, and they're like, oh god, they're coming. You just see like because they're all running type zombies. They're like raging,
Yeah.
and he's like, he's like, I'm gonna be right back, right?
So she's in the hallway with a kid, and he's at a door, and she's like kind of being blocked in by the rage virus people.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Help me!" And then he looks at her, and he just kind of goes, "I'm sorry," and he closes the door and he just fucks off.
Yeah, he's
Wow.
literally running, and they're like looking through the window. They
Like,
see him.
Daddy.
Yeah, and then you
Daddy,
get
no.
taken. They just get taken. And he's just running across the field while they're running after him.
He's being chased by like 50 zombies.
Yeah.
Oh my god, are you okay?
Yeah, I gotta go get my pills.
Oh, it's pill time.
But yeah, I'm very excited to see it 28 years later.
That looks awesome.
Dude, that's
genuinely
crazy.
Boots.
Yep.
Marching up and down again. Men.
Penises are out again. They won't stop coming.
Is this?
There's no discharge in my ass.
Is this what the substance was about? That's awesome.
Oh, brought a tear to my eye.
Killer bit.
Okay.
But yeah, so that's the first location. Now,
Wait, I thought the middle school was the second location.
no,
Well, what would be the first? Oh, no.
Oh,
What would
yeah.
be the
because
first?
we're gathering together. We're going to we're bugging out to the middle school. What is our backup? If people have already claimed it, if it's already overrun.
No, you think about it.
How many fucking people were during middle school?
Tomorrow during noon, yeah, you're gonna be
And
there's
more
it's gonna be full of
classes.
children.
Yeah,
Oh
think,
shit! Yeah, all the kids. We're gonna have to kill all the kids.
Yeah, would you have the heart to kill a zombie
Yes.
kid?
I wouldn't.
What if
Yeah.
it's during the summer?
I am shredding through them.
So
Oh, sorry,
mowing
yeah.
down them bitches.
I didn't
these-
finish my thought.
Oh, tell
Oh,
me.
I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah.
No, it's so sorry. It's okay. I just remember. It's just back on the thought of like curing people. I kind of have that hope in me, and so I would like to actually, if someone important to me got bitten, I would try to
Like your wife.
keep them alive if I can.
Yeah.
But I'm scared of the possibility of getting infected myself, so I have to be very careful about it. And if there's no way I can be very careful about it, I'd have to make the hard decision. But I don't want it to be like the fog, where like I kill you and then they're like, we've just enrolled a vaccination today that's getting
Ugh.
sent throughout the entire country, and
We're
it's like,
transmitting it Bluetooth to your brain.
Yeah, ew.
Ugh.
and it's like, oh well, fuck me, I just killed you. That sucks.
So then tell me your death life plan. If I had the potential to store you safely away from others and I could just keep you in a room by yourself after the apocalypse has started and I could just leave you zombified, would you want me to do that on the hopes that I could one day cure you?
No,
Freeze them.
Freeze him. Put
like
that bitch in the
like
freezer.
genuinely,
Like Mr. Freeze?
Like Mr. Freeze?
Yeah.
like genuinely, if I'm trapped behind the eyes of a zombie,
What if I figure out a way to communicate with them? Like,
I don't think I'd want to be alive. As much in the way that like if I were in a coma for a very long time, or if I were brain dead, I wouldn't want to be alive that way. So in a similar way, I guess I'd rather die.
Being
Don't worry.
alive or
You're not gonna know.
I'm not gonna know. It's
Unless
true.
you are conscious. That's crazy.
because that's how it is in 28 Days Later. Again, the people with the rage virus are fully cognizant of what they're doing. They just can't stop.
Yeah, that's crazy.
we can.
Ooh, there's also another movie, the one that plays Glenn.
Walking Dead.
No. There's
Oh, you're talking about the actor.
yeah, the actor. He's in another movie where it's like a rage virus kind of thing, and somebody leaks it into this office building.
The Belko experiment. It's like an office building.
Yeah,
And they're all
then
killing each other.
They're like raged out, but they're like very angry.
It's called the Belko experiment.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. There's a movie like that. And where's that? What the movie's called?
Yeah, the Belko experiment.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's like him and then a lady.
Yeah.
And they're teaming up together to, because it's like being transmitted through sound, right? It's like a sound thing. Or they all have collars on them that are like popping their heads or something.
No. They're like business people. Like they were in a business. He just got fired, so he's like holding in the rage, and then somebody leaks something in the air vents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's like snipers around, like
Yeah,
shooting
they're-
people trying
they're-
to escape.
Yeah. Anybody trying to escape, so they're like on lockdown in there.
Yeah.
They have
That
to
movie's
just
fucking
kill each
crazy.
other.
There's a spider under there.
Oh
Don't tell me that.
You want to kill it, Alex?
I can't get it in there.
Just leave it.
Yeah,
Okay,
for now, just
anyway,
leave it.
I was thinking about entertainment and sanity and things like that because I was like, man, we are so used to being like wired into our phones and our TVs. If we did go to the middle school, guys, the library,
The library.
the library,
The library.
The
we can-
reading.
All of the resources
There's a lot of
in
books.
the non-fiction.
we can be our own basketball teams.
A basketball team.
And I was gonna
The
say,
dodgeballs.
behind the school, there's obviously the big playground. There is
That elementary school that attaches to it with the real playground.
exactly. There's a large field for soccer and a
Football.
large track field as well.
We can work out.
And
I
so
remember more better than me. I don't remember it that much. I honestly don't remember it.
that's fair. It was kind of a blur. I don't remember any of the things I actually did, but I remember the environment so clearly.
I remember the attraction, that giant. You know, I don't want to say that just in case it gives it away. But
No, you're good.
yeah,
No,
The
it was very
colors.
cool.
yeah.
The only thing I think we would have to worry about other than like the obvious, Mother Nature, it's an area where tornadoes, guys.
Where
Can we
what?
say that?
Huh?
Tornadoes.
Oh, NATO's.
Well, I mean,
Is it really?
not really. I kind of just like with the way the Tornado Alley has been shifting in the past like decade or two, they have started to come more south, closer to where we live. But like, I'm still of the very firm belief we live in like this part of our state that's in the sweet zone. We're too far north for hurricanes to truly affect us deeply. We're a little too far south for tornadoes to truly affect us aggressively. We do get drought, but we still get rain. We're not like the west side of our state. We still have a decent water bank because of what's in the hill country above us. And like we're pretty stacked. We have a pretty good like area of land. We just gotta like fight everybody else who's gonna try and get where we are.
I only mention it because one time in the morning, I was a band kid.
I was a pancake.
And there's this like walkway where you have to walk outside to get to connected
Yes.
building.
Yes,
Yeah.
the connected buildings.
There was a tornado warning, and
You saw it.
I saw the clouds forming. I've never seen anything so black and purple. Purple in the middle of the day.
And you were like, huh.
I was like, we're dying. Like I had to go to class because the teacher had to walk us there
Uh-huh.
for safety reasons. And once I got to class, I was like, oh, we are dead.
We're dead, bro.
I was like, I'm
Dead ass.
excited.
Did I ever show you the video I took? This was at like our old apartment that we lived at, but I was outside because I was like, man, like I've been feeling weird all day. Like atmospheric pressure is off. Like I kind of have a migraine, and the wind was kicking up super hard. And it was like 6 p.m., but it was bright as hell outside. And I went outside and I looked up, and the clouds were green. And I was like, oh hey, watch this. So I started recording a video, and after it was done, I like sped it up. You could, because I was like, the clouds look weird. And I dead ass, once I fucking sped the video up, you could see the fucking vortex forming and then it dissipating. And I was like, I'm gonna pull up the video and I'll show you.
Why does it turn such weird colors? The mask.
Actually, hold on. I think I do know the reason.
Time for
Time
autism info dump.
Time for autism info dump. But I will.
The mask.
The mask.
Purple and green.
Oh my God.
Did y'all ever watch The Son of the Mask?
Yes.
Told you, that's my favorite movie.
It's
Because
like the worst
I
movie
love
ever.
Alan
Favorite.
Cummings. Because I love Alan Cummings.
I like the baby dancing with the dog.
Exactly. It's just so stupid.
It's such a good bad movie.
When Loki's with the baby and they're like fucking around and everything. I'm
the
like,
alley?
Yeah, the alley. I'm just like, so bad. I love you.
Rematch.
I gotta post like clips of that here. I really love that movie. It's so bad.
The only thing I hated really was his wart he had.
You had a wart.
Is that not real?
Yeah, I think it's real. The actor that plays Loki,
Alan Cummings.
Uh-huh.
he has like a wart. Where is it? Like on his right here, right?
Yeah,
On
in
his-
the middle of his.
yeah, in the
between
middle of
his
it, yeah,
eyebrows.
between his eyebrows. Fucking hated, dude. That's like everything I just kept staring at. I was like, ugh.
They animated him as a bee, and they put it on him as
Oh,
a bee.
yeah. If that's real, that's fucked.
I don't know, but
Imagine just having like I don't know like a big nose and like whenever you're animated as a character they just give that thing a big nose and you're like great.
what did you think of the party
The party?
in Son of the Mask?
Excuse me. You know what? I'm gonna be so for real. I haven't watched that movie in like 20 years, but only a couple scenes have really stuck in my brain. I don't remember a party.
What? That's when he first uses the mask.
I don't remember it.
Okay, it kind of goes hard, but the cutout.
Oh my god, we're like it's like shifting through like different genres of music.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah, he's like he does country, he does rap.
Oh wait. The baby's rapping, right?
No,
I
no,
remember this.
it's him.
Son of the Mask is so crazy.
The dad.
Oh, it's the dad rapping.
So he's
Hello,
singing.
my baby. Hello, my daughter.
Oh my god, I forgot about that. He's singing the song by the Jersey Boys.
Okay.
You're too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off. No.
Yes, you're singing the version from the Son of the Mask.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
I was like, that's not how that goes.
Wait. Are we talking about
I
Son of the Mask?
love-
Yeah, we're talking about Son of the Mask.
Oh, okay. Are you talking about the deleted scenes?
And they have a deleted scene.
Oh my god, they're
It
disgusting.
sucks. His face turns into like a DJ set,
Mm-hmm.
and it's horrifying. And
He's
he does like
beatboxing it.
yes, and
Boxing Blueberry.
Yeah, like he like turns around, like it's like
looks like a
Oh, sorry.
frog.
it's like if the backstage is like right here, it's like he literally turns around, his face grows long, and just starts.
Wait, can I pause this?
It looks
and then we can
terrible.
like
Yeah.
y'all's commentary after I show y'all.
Yeah, let's see the
We're
scene.
gonna
Fuck
show
yeah.
him.
Sorry, we're gonna interrupt your tornado video.
Too good to be.
It's just like
Okay.
slow. Okay.
Jesus fucking Christ.
So we just watched the mask scene.
Son of the Mask.
Son
Son
of
of
the
the
Mask. The one where they're at the party, they singing that song.
You look like you've seen.
It's disgusting.
I mean, you did.
I'm glad they did not put
I'm
that in
gonna
the movie.
I'm gonna insert footage of what I saw right here.
Just that one little bit or the.
I'm just gonna put the little bit with the ugly face.
Okay, so
Um,
I showed them the original, and then, which it goes hard.
In a bad way.
Okay, it goes hard because like the rest of the movie fucking sucks. But what's worse is the extended version.
It's so bad.
It's so bad. It ruins it. The flow is just cut. The metal version sucks. It's cheesy.
yeah, they ruined the end of it. They added a shitty metal version, and then they had that atrocity again right here. Boom.
So fucking disgusting.
Oh my god.
What a fucking nightmare.
Fucking nightmare, Jesus Christ.
And
Why
then,
does his face look like that?
okay, so
Is
there.
this the animation technology they fought VeggieTales for?
So I think they were like. Obviously, they really wanted to tap into like the cartoon aspect,
Yeah.
but in nowhere of like the first Mask was he that bad, and it's nothing like this. It's like so far from like the source material of like the comic books.
Yeah.
Have you seen the comic books?
No.
It's violent. It's just violent.
Oh,
Yeah.
awesome.
I didn't know that there was a comic book
Oh, I
for
have
it.
it.
Oh, you want it?
Yeah. So I'm glad I could like have you have nightmares about that now.
Yeah,
Christ.
that's lovely. That's really good. I just have fond memories of the baby doing the funny dances. That's it.
I'm gonna send you the video of the tornado. I found the tornado video.
Yeah,
also,
actually-
I did find the reason why green clouds happen for tornadoes. It's because cloud big.
What?
So basically,
It's like Hulk. Cloud angry.
no, literally.
Cloud angry.
Cloud get angry.
So,
You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
so basically, what happens is when the sky turns green like that, it only happens for very big clouds, like thunderstorm clouds. They have to be very tall, very thick, lots of water. And because of the particulates in the air from like dust or water or ice crystals or whatever, because usually tornadoes and thunderstorms can be accompanied with hail, it refracts the light and absorbs more red light, so the colors look green instead of just like that dark blue that they get. So they don't always mean a tornado, but tornadoes are formed from thunder supercells, meaning there's gonna be those big ass clouds that make shit turn green. So colloquially, the U.S. is like, okay, green cloud tornado, bah.
Interesting.
Jesus. So the Hulk.
So the Hulk smash.
Hulk spin.
That was wonderful. Where do we go from here?
Oh my god,
Honestly.
okay, autistic info dump. I was waiting for this. Okay, so the best place to survive a zombie apocalypse, according to Matthew Pathy of Game Theory, is a grocery store because you can take whatever leftover dirt and like mulch bags that they have and mix them with your human shit to about the maximum of a 50-50 ratio of shit to dirt, and you can make enough square meterage of like farmable land to grow mushrooms and potatoes potentially, and that calorically will keep you going after all of the food has spoiled in the grocery store.
And eat dog food.
Well, no. So this is after you've eaten everything in the store that hasn't spoiled yet.
You've eaten everything and you shat it out.
Yes, and then
Okay.
you turn it into mushrooms. So you take your mushrooms,
Oh.
you turn it into mycelium.
Bad time to be
Sorry,
picky.
say that again. Yeah.
I don't like mushrooms.
Okay, well you're dying.
We're dying.
So there's like an ideal level. This is like if you're in the grocery store by yourself,
Yes.
and it has like a garden center. So
What the fuck? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Anyways, the order of steps according to Matthew Pathy of Game Theory in a grocery store by yourself where you can barricade yourself in, and they have a garden center. You take the meats and you go to the grill section and you start smoking and drying as much fresh produce and meat as you physically can so you can make jerky and dried vegetables. Then you're gonna go eat the shit that's gonna perish really quickly. And if you can set up a like thing to dehydrate stuff. So smoke your cheeses, dehydrate liquids if you can, and then work on a running water source, and then you make your shit poop garden. And you start growing fresh vegetables as long as you can from the seed packets and plants that they have. And again, you are continuing to dry them as much as possible and preserve them. Then you work your way through the shit that will expire, the shit that has like a best buy date, which depending on the product can be eaten up to 2 years after its best buy date. And then you work through all the canned goods. And then after that, you're stuck with mushrooms and potatoes grown from your shit dirt gardens. And then at that point, it's been probably like 15, 20 years.
What about carrots?
So, there is a reason why it's basically mushrooms and potatoes.
Oh.
When you mix too much excrement into, like fertilizer, into dirt, it hypes up the nitrates and the acidity of the soil, meaning you can't grow certain plants at a certain point because it's too much other crap besides dirt. So like that's why there's a ratio of like
Literally
you can mix
crap.
of literal fertilizer. There's a limit because after a certain point, if you put too much fertilizer in dirt, it burns the plant's root systems and they can't grow. So while you still have regular dirt, plant plants from the garden center to grow food as long as possible until it gets to the point where there's too much shit in your dirt, and then you could only grow mushrooms and potatoes. And at a certain point, you're basically only going to be able to grow mushrooms. So enjoy mushroom stew, baby.
Minecraft. Mushroom stew.
Mushroom stew.
Yes.
So I did have a theoretical concept I wanted to talk about. Are the zombies in this scenario attracted to sound, loud noises, stuff like that?
I assume so if
Or
we're
is it
going
scent?
by...
Scent were fucked.
Yeah, scent, you're boned.
Does-
Unless you go, like, roll around in a zombie and you have to deal with it.
Does the Walking
Yeah.
Dead zombies smell smells?
The Walking Dead zombies can not pick up smells, but they can hear sounds.
Actually, they kind of can, because when they do douse themselves in zombie guts, the zombies are like, oh.
They do have their senses muddled, so I think they have some kind of smell,
To-
but it's
to-
not that strong.
Yeah, to tell the difference between a regular person, because obviously if you start talking
They're gonna
and
be like,
acting, yeah, they're gonna go after you. But like when they're like you're just quiet walking around them, they smell the guts on you. They're like, oh, one of us.
Yeah,
Oh, no,
they're
gross.
it kind of like filters you out because you're not fresh meat anymore.
Yeah.
a perception filter? Doctor Who. Ba 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 ba.
He did the thing with the key!
But do your zombies hear?
Do shit.
No. Going by Walking Dead rules, no.
Wait, really? Because they hear in Walking Dead.
Oh, yeah, no,
Yeah, they're-
here.
they're tracking
You asked
right.
about smell.
Oh yeah, I said here. It's fine. So one of the things that I've always wanted to, if I could implement in a zombie apocalypse scenario, would be a like kind of broadcasting tower, I would probably set up like these large. If I could organize it, I would get a team of people, some guards and some construction like workers to erect a tower with a small mechanical structure built inside of it.
Yes.
Can we?
No, I understand what you're saying. A tower, and it makes noise, and then they get attracted, and then you kill them, and then you turn the noise off.
I was gonna say we kind of set up a moat around the outside of it, so that they fall into the moat and can be picked off later, or just left to starve to death.
But then they can like walk on top of each other. Or something,
Well, yeah,
because they
you
fill
gotta
up the
clean
moat.
it out regularly.
It's
but
like a latrine.
Yeah.
So
Where's
the
the trap?
I told you about for roaches.
What?
The trap I told you about for roaches.
Exactly
Oh,
like
yeah.
the trap you told
It's
us
like a
about
roach
roaches.
trap. Yeah.
Now, if there were World War Z zombies,
Dead.
They're gonna crawl on top of each other.
yeah, we're all dead.
Actually,
Fuck.
yeah.
We're all dead.
Fucked.
Unless-
Beyond all measure.
Unless you're a bald kid who is impervious to the zombies because of blood.
He had cancer.
He had cancer.
Oh, right.
Unless you're a bald kid who's impervious.
Damn it! I can't be a kid.
Tells you how much
Who's
I.
bald?
Go get HIV.
You can't be Tommy Pickles.
Tells you how much I remember about fucking World War Z.
Fuck World War
Didn't I
Z.
take you to that movie when we were in middle school?
No, you took a friend.
I took several other friends.
Yeah, it wasn't
All of
me
my
though.
first date movies were zombie movies for some godforsaken reason.
No, our first date movie
Was Halloween 2. No, was Halloween
No,
the new
no,
remake.
our first date movie was not Halloween.
Our first date movie was Halloween.
Yeah.
But it's awesome. I don't remember what our first date movie was, honestly. We've known each other so long.
What are your thoughts on?
What do we count as our first date?
That's a good question.
I'm not going to talk about that right now. There's too much personal stuff in there.
What are your thoughts on zombie movies?
What do you mean, like thoughts?
Like, do you think
Do you
they actually
prefer
made like? Do you prefer them, and do you think they actually made any good zombie movies? And if what they could do better with
Yeah.
zombie movies?
Excuse me.
Because me and Zed had to talk about it before, and I'll talk
Uh-huh.
about it right now in a bit.
I don't know. It's like I've seen so many and read so many. I think I've read so much zombie fic that I'm like, man, I can't think of a single thing I would like improve upon it.
Film wise,
Oh, film wise?
film wise.
Oh, I don't watch a lot of movies.
You don't like watching
I
zombie
don't,
movies?
I don't like watching zombie movies. They scare me.
Really?
Yes, I get scared.
What about you?
So I love zombie movies. I like the Romero series of zombie movies. I like World War Z enough that I know enough about it, besides the bald kid incident. I like the 28 Days Later franchise. I like The Walking Dead enough. Probably the Romero movies are probably my favorite zombie media. I'm not opposed to I'm not opposed to zombie movies at all. I really like a lot of them. But zombie games are, I think, more my thing. Especially like something like Left 4 Dead is more where my brain goes when it comes to zombie media.
Yeah, that's true.
But what were y'all
Zed
saying or thinking about?
absolutely hates zombie movies.
I
Really?
don't prefer zombie movies, definitely. They have to be very specific. Otherwise, they bore me fast.
So what are you looking for in a zombie movie?
Good question.
Okay, this is what we're talking about, because you put out good points on saying like, oh, they're all like action, right? Or
They're very action based, so it's like, very American of like, oh, I'm the hero and I make it out and I, whatever.
I strong man.
I strong
I'm
man.
alpha.
And I have gun.
I have good.
No,
And-
that's true.
and how I put it. Alright, there's something in my throat.
It's my penis.
Yeah, give me some water. Okay. Give me a second. Hold on.
Sorry, I was like, I need to fill in the time.
He's getting side.
Ah!
It's begun.
I think that what they should do is instead of pushing the action part, they should make it more horror of what it is, horror,
Yes.
where there is no escape from it. You have little chance from it. Just bring out more of the zombie aspect of horror. You know what I mean?
I understand that, but I struggle to think about how that makes for, like, how would you do that in a film where it feels good? Because let's think about it. My favorite movies when it comes to zombies are Romero, right? So a lot of those movies are about personal dynamics in groups, government involvement, and like political discourse surrounding just zombies in general. A lot of it is more about the people, less about the zombies, more about the concept and the idea than the horror of the zombies. And it's a lot because it's mainly because people create a lot of conflict no matter what the situation is. So in a zombie apocalypse, your biggest enemy is probably going to be people anyways.
That's true.
So I think what I especially hate about zombie movies,
Sure.
I hate World War Z
That's fine.
because of how actiony it is. I think it's a very scary concept for them to be that strong and like fast and like bloodthirsty or whatever.
Scary.
Very scary. But I don't like that they have these. They're so safe with the government and like, oh, we can figure this out. Come
Oh,
into
it's
this
definitely
facility.
like pro-military propaganda.
Oh, yeah.
Actually,
Oh, God,
yeah.
100%.
And I hate that.
Actually, my favorite thing about the 28 Days Later series is that in the second movie, they have this kind of thing where they talk about how the U.S. got integrated with NATO, right? And they ended up basically just kind of taking over NATO, strong-arming, like, the whole thing, and just becoming the main operatives in other countries. So, like, the UK is locked down by United States soldiers, and, like, just France is locked down by United States soldiers. Like, they've completely locked down Europe and, like, other places in the world. And they make it very clear that the U.S. is, like, poorly managing everything,
As they would.
and they're
As they
hurting
would.
and they're hurting everyone. They're taking advantage of everything.
As
And the
they
second
would.
things get hard, they start nuking shit. Like, that's actually how that movie goes. It just falls apart the second that one problem occurs.
See, we should watch it. We should watch the second one. First one is
Slow.
alright.
First one's very slow, and it has that weird thing where he kind of like, he's like, I'm going zombie mode, but I'm not a zombie.
Yes.
I'm going
What?
zombie mode.
Like, the main character, he like it makes you think he has a rage virus because he just starts like beating the fuck out of people and like going all fucking like
John Wick.
yeah, but he's
Yeah.
just like he's not zombified. He's just a normal guy.
Has anger issues.
He's just got anger issues.
I'm a white man, and I'm ready to kill.
Exactly.
Oh no! I think I definitely also like the Romero works. However, no, not however.
George
so,
Romero.
The very first zombie movie.
Day of the Dead,
Oh, I didn't really see that one.
Night of the Dead, Dawn of the Dead,
Night of the Living Dead.
Night of the Living
Dude,
Dead.
Dawn of the Dead
Dawn of the Dead's a good movie.
is a good one. You haven't seen it.
I need to see it.
I told
haven't
you.
seen it.
Actually,
Sorry.
I told you in person about my favorite kill from that movie, but I'm going to say it again for the podcast. There's a scene where a guy gets surrounded by zombies, and they all start pulling at him, like, separately, right? But a couple of them go for his head, and they start just trying to just take his head off, and they're all pulling, and he's screaming, right? And they start disconnecting his head from his neck, and you see his fucking like vocal cords start stretching, and his scream gets higher pitched as they're pulling his head off of his body.
Really? Which one was that one?
Dude.
Dawn of the Dead or Day of the Dead, yeah,
That's fucking
Day
awful.
of the Dead?
yeah, Day of the Dead.
Oh.
They're in the military bunker underground.
No, I'm thinking of the one in the mall.
That's
Dawn of the Dead.
that one's Dawn of the Dead, right?
Yeah, Dawn of the Dead is great.
Okay, yeah, Dawn of the Dead's also really good. I'm thinking of Day of the Dead because that's the one where they have the experimental. Do you care about spoilers?
No.
Okay, there's like they're like doing an experiment on a zombie because they're like starting to like they're starting to realize that some of them have like cognitive function.
Which one was that?
Is that the scene where it's a woman zombie?
No, it's a man.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
man zombie. It's probably a different movie.
Oh, can he like talk?
By the end of the movie, he does articulate a full sentence.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's a good scene because he like shoots the scientist that like has been experimenting on him the whole time.
Then I've definitely seen some scenes of that.
It's a good movie.
Oh, that one?
Yeah, Day of the Dead.
I'm sorry.
Wait,
Oh,
that's the
those
scene.
comes
That's the face.
I think there's another one too. Are they made where do they also cross under the water because society has like a city kind of cut out? No, right?
I don't remember that. No.
There's like a B-rated movie, zombie movie, where the zombies they're like they're zombies, and then society has like kind of like a part of the city shut down and away from like the zombies. They're like it's like water based, right? So it's like I would say like I guess New York kind of vibey
Okay.
stuff.
No,
Like,
I've never heard of this.
and one of the zombies, I guess, kind of gets a little like smarter and kind of leads them. And how he leads them is to go through the water, like go actually in the water and start slowly like walking through because they can't die. They can't drown for them, and then they make it to the city.
I feel like I have seen this scene that you're talking about.
It's kind of a B-rated movie, like am I saying that right?
B movie.
Yeah, like a B movie. Obviously, it's like that kind of production.
That
but
sounds vaguely familiar.
yeah, to me, it was all right. It was an all right movie. I liked it.
I wish I knew what movie this was. I want to learn.
Give me a second. Maybe I can find it.
So while he's doing that, I know you said you have a problem with like actiony, like government propaganda type zombie movies, which like I do understand that, and I think it's especially important in like zombie movies to like have that like anti-establishment critique, because zombie really is the ultimate escapism from the current establishment. Like
Absolutely,
when you
yeah.
think about it in like as a form of entertainment, that's really what it is. But when it comes to other genres in the zombie movies, how do you feel about something like Warm Bodies, where it takes the romantic angle or approach?
Very refreshing. I actually love Warm Bodies.
I'm glad. I love Warm Bodies too. I think
Yeah.
it's actually a great movie, and people shout on it for no reason.
Actually, I don't know why Lisa Frankenstein popped into my head. I guess because he did come back to life, right?
I mean, I
It's
could
more
see
Frankenstein
being
a
Lisa
zombie.
Frankenstein being like zombie, like adjacent. Sure, it's
Yeah.
obviously very Frankenstein, but you know, following the beats of the movie, dead person comes back to life, starts murdering people. Yeah,
It's I think it's only Frankenstein because she puts him together, but that's after the fact he comes back to life.
mm-hmm.
Frankenstein's supposed to be put together.
Beforehand, yeah.
Right.
But he is getting like new parts during the movie, right? That's like the whole deal.
Yeah, they brought it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, his wee wee.
Wow, Day of the Dead has like a 2008 film of it, and then they have a Bloodline version of it.
What are you talking about?
That movie we were talking about earlier, right? Day of the Dead.
Yeah.
Okay, so my tummy. They have a 2008 version, and then they have a Bloodline version. Just wanted to say that 2017, but that movie was called Land of the Dead.
The movie you were talking about.
Yeah, the movie
Land
I
of the
was
Dead.
talking about. I think it's him. So I think it's that zombie. So
Is this still like George Romero's universe? Because I remember at some point they split off, and there's a second director.
it has this guy in it. What's his Sid the Sloth?
Oh, John Leguizamo.
Yeah. Yeah, he's in it.
Oh, you mean Bruno from Encanto?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Romero. He's the director. Oops.
Okay, so it is in the George Romero universe of movies.
Yeah,
I've
see?
never seen that one. Interesting.
Yeah, it was, for being a B movie, it was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, and I would recommend it.
How about some of that House of the Dead, guys?
Is that the light gun game from arcades?
Yes.
I do love House of the Dead. You ever played House of the Dead, babe?
Nope.
Only think of
Really?
it as the
Nope.
the typing one.
It's-
I
Oh,
never knew it was like an arcade version, like where you actually shoot and everything.
But I'm
It's
sure
the one
you've
where you
played
have
it.
the red.
I never. Oh, maybe.
You just probably didn't realize. 'Cause
Yeah,
you're
I didn't realize it.
Pew pew.
I didn't know it was Sega. Sega.
I don't think so.
No.
It's where you have a red and a blue gun,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's zombies on the screen. And you're
Reload.
shooting at them, and it's
Yeah.
like reload.
Well,
and you
because-
shoot off.
Oh, the ones that we play in movie theaters?
Yeah,
Yeah, I have.
yeah, you played it. Yeah,
I think it is because I had a game on 360.
someone verify that claim.
Where it's where you play like the tennis. It's like a tennis game, and it's like Sega like characters like Sonic and everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
And one of the
And
maps,
zombies.
one of the maps is like zombie looking map. I thought it was like House of the Dead.
Maybe I there's so many different arcade games with zombie themes though. So like you have
It's
to.
Sega.
What?
Did you just look up House of the Dead?
It's not Sega.
Is it
Oh,
not?
I see.
Well, who produced it?
Your mom.
One of them is.
Let-
Okay, yeah. No, wait. What the frick is that?
Just
Oh
look
my
it up
God.
on Wikipedia.
You are right. Wikipedia.
Hey, fuck teachers for saying Wikipedia was not a valid source.
Yeah.
You kidding me?
I'm still not donating money to them.
No, no, never. I'll never give you $1.
Monkey loves folklore. Okay, sorry. Blah, 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 blah. I've seen a lot of PlayStation. Developers Sega and WoW Entertainment.
Look at you.
I was right.
Yeah, it's
I
a
knew.
Sega game.
I knew
Sure.
that looked fucking familiar when I was playing. I was playing like a tennis version of this game.
Awesome.
It was on Arcade, Saturn, Microsoft Windows, Dreamcast, PlayStation 2, Game Boy Advance, Xbox, Nintendo DS, Wii, PlayStation 3, mobile phone, Steam, Android, iOS, Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series. There's no 360.
What are you listening?
No.
I'm sorry, I tuned out halfway through that. What happened?
What platform?
No,
is it on?
I'm not saying the game was on 360.
You fucking did.
I did-
Play it back.
Didn't I say it was off of the map for a tennis game for all the Sega characters on it?
I'm gonna be honest. I
Why would they-
really checked out.
Oh no.
Why would they have?
There was a game like, you know how like Mario has like with Sonic and them too, they have like Olympic games or whatever.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, Sega I guess had a game where they like did tennis. It was tennis based and it had the characters for Sega. So it had Sonic, the monkey ones characters.
The monkey ball.
Yeah, that
Okay.
guy. He's in it. Okay. And then one of the maps had Day of the Dead. One of the maps it was Day of the Dead.
Or House of the Dead.
House of the Dead. Yeah, House of the Dead. Because I saw the zombies and I was like, dude, that typing game's on. It was made by them.
I will take a moment to say, since this episode seems to have become the zombie episode,
Yeah.
one of my favorite zombie things ever is probably Marvel Zombies, the comics.
Oh man, it's great.
You read them?
I might have, or I was just like getting like snippets and like watched a YouTube video of like kind of the story.
Yeah.
I don't know it all. I just know part of the Spider-Man one, which was crazy, where the Spider-Man, you know, obviously he wants to be good. The zombie Spider-Man, he goes to a different multiverse of another Spider-Man, and he makes that place zombies by accident.
Yes.
And then the Sandman gets like all scared, and he sees the real Spider-Man, and he's like, just he literally goes in his mouth and bloats him out, and just like explodes his stomach. He kills that
because
Spider-Man.
he saw that Spider-Man killing innocent people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
turning all the other.
Those comics get really fucking dark.
Yeah, it got really dark. It was.
I love when Marvel gets dark.
I like when they get dark, but not too dark. Something like Marvel Zombies is comfy for me because it's still really silly. Then there's stuff like Marvel Reign. You know about Marvel Reign?
Marvel Reign.
I think that's what it's called. It's basically, what if the Marvel Universe was really fucked up
Oh,
and
Oh.
everyone is sad and dying?
I thought that was called something else.
that it is called something else.
Oh, what is it called?
I actually really love that one. The one you're talking about. Once we can figure out what name it is. I'm sure somebody's like, that's listening is like, it's this one.
It's just really edgy.
I love it.
Really?
Well, I don't think it's too edgy that it's like cringe or anything. I think it's more because real stuff in the real world is scary, and so it's a little like the actual repercussions of these certain things.
I think we might be thinking of different ones because I don't know. The one that I'm talking about is like Peter Parker in this universe gets bit by a spider, right?
Mhm.
And instead of getting radioactive spider powers,
Right.
his skin gets all melty and he becomes homeless.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so you are talking about that one.
Yes.
I just think it saps the joy out of the concept of superheroes because, like, you can go dark with it. You can go dark with it, but I think keeping on theme is more important than, like, just being like, dude, what
Marvel
if
ruins?
Marvel ruins? What if Emma Frost was a prostitute?
Oh yeah, dude. No, it wasn't. It wasn't Emma Frost. It was.
who was it?
God, no. Emma Frost was just a psychopath.
But like, what if female character was prostitute?
Yeah, she was a prostitute.
Pretty dark, right, guys?
Yeah, and then Nick Fury just shoots her in the head.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
Like,
a cannibal.
it's really, it gets really edgy, and it's like,
I like
oh.
it. I like it. I like things that will give me nightmares.
Yeah, when I first read that
That's
one, I was
fair.
like,
I guess it's just
Makes me-
terrible.
I want it to get under my skin and make me uncomfortable.
the
But
Hulk.
that's why I like zombies, because it's like Marvel zombies, because it's like it's still the concept in and of itself is scary. Superpowered zombies that retain their intelligence. It's a big thing. They are still smart. They're still who they are on a personal level too.
That's
like
true.
Tony Stark, while he's eating people, is still cracking jokes.
Really?
He's like, fuck that family, right, guys? Anyways,
Yeah.
like that's the personality of all of them. I like it though, because it's still they're still being who they are.
I don't mind Marvel zombies, but it's not some. I don't think it's my go-to. I don't find it scary, but I think it's a cool concept.
I think conceptually it's really cool. I don't really watch zombie media to be scared, and that's I think where we differ a lot.
Well, I mean, I don't expect it to scare me, but if it does, it's like, whoa, that's a good one. Because I don't think zombies are scary as a movie. In real life, maybe, but
Definitely.
I think a good movie production has to pick it up, and really have to put the time into it.
There is a
for it.
Canadian zombie film that I'm just remembering now, and it's a bottle film, so it takes place all in one location, and it takes place inside of a radio tower.
Ooh, that sounds good.
And basically, they're just kind of like calling people and like coordinating like rescue and like trying to learn things about like how they're trying to figure out this apocalypse from their radio tower.
jeez.
And it turns out there is a word, like an info hazard word in the English language that is turning people into zombies.
Whoa, that's scary.
Yeah. So if you hear the word, you turn into a zombie.
Wow.
I think that's how that works. And that one's pretty freaky.
that is pretty scary.
What's the word?
I don't remember. I think it's love. I
Ooh.
think the word that's the twist is like it's love or something. But I don't know why.
Damn. You know that is a scary concept. Then rather than getting bit and torn, yeah, you just become a mindless person just by hearing a simple word.
Info
Wow.
hazards are very scary, like as a concept in horror. I really like that idea. What's up?
That's the first time I'm actually hearing of that term.
Info hazard.
Mhm.
So have you not? So I get that word from. I'm a little bit of an SCP geek, if you know what SCPs are.
Mhm.
So I've read the wiki. I've watched tons of videos about SCPs, and the term info hazard and cognito hazard are very common. These are basically you learn something, you gain knowledge about a thing.
Mhm.
This then does something to you. You see something. You have processed this thing in your brain. Now something is going to happen to you.
Like The Ring.
Kind of. I would say that's like a cognito hazard. You watch the tape, you die in 7 days. Yeah.
Huh.
It's like you experience a thing, and now shit's gonna go down.
Now you're cursed.
And so let me think of like there's a couple in SCPs that are like cognito hazards. Could I have someone's phone? I want to actually look up one of these and just kind of share this before we sign off. I think.
Talk about apocalypse. Somebody looking at your shirt, killer clowns. That'll be a really wacky.
It's wacky. It's 80s.
Yeah, I would love a reboot, but somebody good to do it. Either go off of the first movie still, or do a little more twist or something. I would love to see a reboot of Killer Clowns.
I would
from Outer
worry
Space.
that it would just ruin it because it's so 80s. It's so.
I mean, you're always gonna still have the classic one.
But I would just worry that they modernize it too much. Maybe I don't know. I find a lot of like modernized stuff very cringe. Because it's a bunch of old men writing about it.
I would not recommend a part 2 now.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe just a remake of like the first one. Look here with since we have better stuff nowadays, and see how they would do it. I would love to see that.
I could already see like the clowns in front of them, like, dude, and then they pull out their phone. They're like, let me take a selfie with him.
No, not like Leatherface, dude. That was so stupid.
You're gonna get canceled.
Just fucking
You're gonna get canceled, bro.
you get killed.
No, but they're gonna do that
I-
because
That's what
old
we
men.
live in now.
Yeah, but no,
Yeah.
just keep it 80s. Keep it 80s.
Then keep it 80s.
80s. That's what I was trying to say. Keep it 80s time.
Talking about like a complete remake.
Yeah, like a complete remake, but with our technology now. You know what I mean? Like
Our special effects.
our special effects or something like that.
I
That
like-
could be neat.
That would
I
be
guess.
neat.
But there was something charming about the practical effects of
Yes.
Killer
Yeah,
Clowns.
I mean, I wouldn't say kill the practical effects. Maybe find somebody that's good at practical effects. But, put some,
higher scale.
higher scale. Obviously there's more people in the world
Mhm.
now that are better at it than it was back in the day.
The Kyoto brothers, correct me if I'm wrong, I think it's the Kyoto brothers who worked on that film.
Mm-hmm.
They talked about how that parade shot with the giant parade float and all the clowns surrounding it was one of the hardest things they had to do.
Yeah.
Because there was just so much practical work that went into that actual float and putting it down a street and recording it.
Yeah.
And it was there for fucking 12 seconds.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
It was.
And I can't imagine doing that now because obviously you still have to do all that work and it's harder now because the film industry's tighter and it's all
Really?
you need to make blockbusters every time you make a movie, otherwise your movie sucks ass and you fail.
I mean, but I think that wouldn't be too bad if they kept it in the 80s because I think it's gotten a lot of attention now because I think Spirit Store has been putting it out way more. So I think people are opening their eyes to it more. So I think it could get some interest. But I mean, I can't.
I mean, look at the game. I don't know the game.
Well, okay.
became a flop. But
The game was such a sad thing because I was really wow, this is gonna revitalize interest. This is gonna be awesome, and then the devs just kind of let the game
disintegrate. Yeah. I mean, but it in that aspect, they kept the 80s. They could have been dickheads and just went modern time, but we're gonna have the Killer Clowns now. You know what I mean? And if they were gonna continue, they could put a map out modern time.
I'm glad
You
they
never
did
know.
an 80s take, but yeah, I don't know. It was very that game's fun, and I'm sad that it died the way
Yeah,
it
I know.
did. I do have an SCP info hazard to share with you all. So this is SCP-2163, which I'm just going to quickly introduce to you. But basically, it's the entire North American film industry, commonly referred to as Hollywood. So this SCP produces cognitohazards on the regular. And so one documentation of these cognitohazards is SCP-2163, 1995-201. It is a sequence of 60 frames of the film Toy Story. The cognitohazard is located in the upper right corner of the screen and consists of a series of rapid changes in color and brightness caused by the gesturing of one of the characters. When viewed, this cognitohazard causes viewers to believe that they are sentient children's toys. Persons affected by this delusion will cease all voluntary muscle movement when in the presence of unaffected persons. During production, several members of the film's animation team were affected by SCP-2163, 1995-201, before it could be recovered by Foundation agents. These individuals were successfully treated with amnestics. Unaffected members of the production crew were dosed with amnestics where necessary to preserve secrecy, and I'm assuming it was cut from the film. So that is an example of a cognitohazard.
Wow.
If you looked in the top right corner of the screen and saw these flashing lights during the production of Toy Story, you were rendered completely paralyzed.
Jesus.
Just like the toys.
Something like that.
But only when people who weren't affected came into the room. Is what they said.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. So basically, Toy Story.
Yeah, you were like a toy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Andy's,
fully sentient
Andy's
toy.
Here, yeah.
Cool.
So if you're not looking at them, then they would just lollygag, do whatever they want. But since somebody walked in
You're out
that's
of
not
there.
affected, would just
Full ragdoll mode.
yeah ragdoll. That's crazy.
Yep.
Ragdoll or Barbie?
Probably ragdoll mode because that's what they do in the
That's-
movies.
That's all they did. They all ragdolled.
I guess Barbie, but how could
Yeah.
she not Barbie?
Yeah, it's true.
Well, this was the
Well.
zombie episode.
Yeah.
As well as lots of other stuff. But Zombie.
The Son of the Mask episode.
Oh.
I would love to keep talking about Killer Clowns maybe on the next episode.
I would love to as well. I like Killer Clowns a lot.
Yes, I really love it. So maybe I could be part of it next
Yeah.
episode.
Sure.
I love hypotheticals.
I also want to do more of the RPGs on this channel channel, I guess channel, on this.
Rad? Roll a day?
Yeah, more rad. I want to do more roll a day eventually as well. I don't know what our next episode is going to be.
He tripped.
That is the dog saying goodbye.
Whoop. My
And
timer said
that's
we're over.
alarm. Yep. Okay. Well, that's it. Good night, everyone. Thanks for checking in.
Unpleasant dreams.
Bye.